Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Sitting, oh, they got my jacket. I was looking for that jacket. Sitting comfortably in a parking lot. I'm about to eat this Three Twins organic ice cream bar, ice cream sandwich, Madagascar vanilla. So, don't judge me. It's already kind of melting, so I'm just going to eat it now because it's not going to make it. Ooh, it's not going to make it if I try to keep it. Man, I need. Why don't I make trash cans and cars? I need this. I mean, can we get a trash can in cars in 2019? So I'm just gonna be talking because I'm gonna upload this video. So this actually tastes pretty good. I've never had this before. Now I started to go to Sweet Frog, but I went inside the organic store first, and I saw this, so I was like, I'll get this instead. It's organic. It was only $1.49. If I would have went to Sweet Frog, just one cup probably would have cost me about $5 or $6. So I'm not gonna be on this live long. I just wanted to talk. So today I was in the shower, and I don't know about anybody else, but me, usually when I'm in the shower, a lot of thoughts come to me in the shower. I don't know why that is, but I watched a video one time before of someone saying why you get a lot of thoughts in the shower. I don't know. I can't remember what they said, but it had something to do with the water. But anyways, so I was in the shower. All these thoughts were coming to me. And one thought was about how last week I almost gave up. Now last week, well, I have a trainer now. And last week, in general, was a hard week for me. Just like a normal person, you have your ups and your downs. So last week, just in general, was a hard week for me. But also last week was a hard week for my body. I had 2 training sessions last week. I was supposed to have 3, but I'll get to what happened to the 3rd one later. These people are coming, and they getting in their car, so I'm gonna stop talking while they get in their car, because they're parked right beside me. Finish eating this while they're getting in their car. Hopefully they don't take forever to get in their car. I just don't want to be distracted, you know. Ooh, that sandwich was good. People really drive. Oh my gosh. So this car beside me is backing out. There was another car backing out around the same time. The other car just drove right on behind him. Like they saw him backing out. And they just kept on driving. People just... Sometimes I wonder about people. Like, you saw that man backing out. Why couldn't you just wait for him to finish backing out? So what if he would have just kept backing out and then he would have backed out into you, and then you guys would have been sitting here waiting for the police to show up and do a police report? Like, people just do crazy stuff. But anyways, so last week was hard on me, on my body, everything. So I had 2 training sessions. The first training session, she really killed my body. Like, my lower body, didn't take long for me to start feeling it. Like, hours after the workout, from my lower back down, all the way my thighs, all the way down to, I say, my knees. So from my lower back to my knees, I was in pain, like serious pain. So the next day, it was even worse. I couldn't even bend down. Like, I could barely bend down. Like, you know how when you go to sit on the toilet, not to be nasty or nothing like that, that little bit of distance between you and the toilet, I could barely even do that. That's how bad my legs were hurting. So the second training session rolled around, and I was in serious pain, but I didn't want to cancel, so I just went ahead and went. Let me tell you, it was the struggle of my life. I could barely do anything. Like, I really should have canceled because the way my body was hurting, I couldn't really do anything. So it really was like no point me being there. But people don't, you know, like, nobody would really know. Like, you could tell somebody you're in pain, but they really don't know unless they can actually feel the pain that you're in. They might think you're lying or exaggerating because you don't want to do something. So I told her, like, I'm in serious pain. I'm seriously sore. And she was like, oh, you'll get used to it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, girl, not the way this is feeling. Like, and she wanted me to do some sprints. So I was like sprinting. And then she wanted me to do squats. She just kept, it's almost like because I told her my lower body was hurting, she just kept having me do these lower body exercises. And I'm like, girl, I told you my lower body is done. It's maxed out. I can't do no more lower body workouts. But she just kept having me do the lower body workouts. Oh, this is coconut water. Ooh, this is good. It tastes like milk. Ooh, that's good. Anyway, she just kept having me do the lower body workouts. And I was just sitting there, and like, you ever really regret something? Like, I was sitting there in pain. Ooh, the street lights just came out. I was sitting there, came on, in serious pain, really regretting signing up for these personal training sessions. Like, I was like staring off into space, like thinking in my head, like, what the heck did I sign up for? Why did I do this? Like, I know I'm not ready for this. Or in my head, I was thinking I'm not ready for this. But when are you ever ready to get in shape? Like, how can you prepare to get in shape other than getting in shape to prepare to get in shape? It just, but anyways, in my head, I was regretting it. And in my head, I was thinking how I was going to quit and all this other stuff. And so I'm sitting there, and I'm like staring off into space, thinking all these things. And she was like, what? I was like looking into like the trees, or looking towards the trees. And she was like, what's in the trees that you keep looking in the trees? I was like, my thoughts. My thoughts are in the trees. Like, I was just like thinking like, wow, I really don't want to do this anymore. And then sitting there thinking how I didn't want to do the training anymore because I was in so much pain, I started getting more and more upset because, you know, you just start thinking about everything. Start thinking about, like, well, I was thinking about how I gained all this extra weight, you know, like everything. I was thinking, next thing you know, like, my thoughts just start spiraling. And I was just like, thinking about everything, which put me in an even in a worse mindset than what I already was in. So yeah, I almost gave up. But anyways, the third training session was supposed to be today, Saturday. I called her, well, I texted her Friday morning and told her I wasn't gonna be able to make it because there's no way I can make it. Not the way my legs were feeling. There's no way I can make it. So I didn't go. But in my mind, I was ready to just, I was gonna cancel Saturday, but then I was just gonna cancel, the rest of my sessions, and like, okay, maybe I'll reconvene in a month or two. And I thought to myself, when are you gonna ever be ready? You're never going to really be ready for this. Like, you have to just do it. You're never gonna be ready for these personal training sessions. You just have to do it. Like, but I'm so uncomfortable. And one thing about me, I don't really like being uncomfortable. I don't think anybody likes being, well, maybe some people do like being uncomfortable. But I know there's growth where is uncomfortability a word? Where you're not comfortable, there's growth. I know that. But I still don't like being uncomfortable. But I almost gave up, y'all. And to be honest, today in the shower, I was having 1,000 thoughts. And in my mind, I was going to come online and do this big, profound live video and talk about all this stuff. But then sometimes I'll have like all these amazing thoughts and this whole conversation with myself in my head, and then 5 minutes later I forget it. So I remember the overall conversation, which was I almost gave up, because in the shower I decided I'm not going to give up, because if I give up on that, I'm going to give up on a lot of other stuff that I need to be doing or that I should be doing, But one thing I know for sure about me, and maybe other people can relate, they probably have the same issue. I have a lot of, self-limiting beliefs. I have a lot of limiting beliefs about myself. And it's so weird because I have everything I need right here in my hand, and I'm still not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, it's crazy. It's really crazy. But one thing I know I'm learning about myself is those limiting beliefs run really deep. Really deep. It's almost like the best analogy I can give you guys, and the only reason why I might sound like I'm talking in circles is because I don't want to just be on here telling everything. So I'm trying to tell you but not telling you all the details. So anyway, long story short, the best analogy of this situation is being in shallow. You guys remember that meme or that video that was going around of the little boy, and I think he was in the pool, he was holding on to the little buoy thing, and he was floating on his back. He was screaming. He was really, really screaming because he was in the pool, and I guess he was scared of the water. And somebody just told him, stand up, just stand up. Or they pushed his legs down and he stood up, and the water was at his chest. That's me. I know all I gotta do was stand up. I know all I have to do was stand up. I know this, but still I'm not standing up. Why aren't I standing up? Why am I not standing up? I'm not gonna say why can't I, because I can stand up, but why am I not standing up? It's those limiting beliefs. And it's just amazing to me how deep they run. Those limiting beliefs, man, for me, they got a strong hold on me. A strong hold. So I got a lot of work to do. And the work is in fixing my limiting beliefs, fixing my fixing how I view myself and what I can be and who I am. And I saw another video of Will Smith saying, decide who you want to be. It's really just that simple. It's just deciding who you want to be and then doing the work, right? And it just sounds so simple. And you know, like, and I know, I gotta remember to speak about myself, not speak for other people, but, and I know it's really just that simple. Now I just got to do it. You know what I mean? So anyways, I know y'all probably think this lady is crazy, but I've been having like a lot of moments lately. I think I'm like in a transition in my life. I've gone through these stages in my life before, like these awakenings or whatever. But it's getting to the point now where I don't have the time to go back. Like, I'm having these awakenings and now I have to move forward. I got to act on them. I can't just have these awakenings and then fall back asleep. I can't wake up and then go back to sleep. I'm awoke and I need to stay awoke. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's that. That's that. I ain't gonna stay on this live too long. I'm probably already looking really crazy with all this spiritual rambling I'm doing, but crazy or not, or weird or not, I'm gonna keep doing them because I know I'm not the only one. But anyways, I washed my hair, y'all. My hair is like wet. I went out the house. My hair actually was in a ponytail, but I took it out the ponytail just for this live. But yeah, that's that, y'all. I'm gonna get off of here, finish my coconut water. I'll probably sit here for a little bit longer because I just want to be out. You ever just want to be out, but you don't have nowhere to go? That's me today. But anyways, I will talk to you lovely people later. Don't give up. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.